So wonderful to see you here. Thank you so much for joining me today. Yay. Thank you. So good to see you. So, those of you in the Zoom room, welcome. After the transmission today, I'll stay open, and if you want to, if you have a question or you'd like to hear a message, I'm really happy to bring that through for you. What a few days it has been bringing this energy through. So many connections to the Templar energy, to the Magdalene energy, to Scotland, to Portugal. So much has been opening up. And I know, like, for me, I love this stuff. Like, it just lifts me up. I feel so alive in it. I have so many feelings of, um, I've come here to do this, like this is part of why I'm here, is to explore these energies and play with these energies. And um, I wonder if that's what you've been feeling too, that you've felt a connection to this energy. Obviously you have, because you're coming along. Um, and it may not be as formed as the way it is for me. Um, I know, Heather, you wrote a couple of days ago, you're like, you don't know what it is, but you just feel good here. And that's wonderful. Like, I love that. Thank you. So, wow. Along with this energy that I've been feeling and the expansion that I've felt by doing these daily transmissions, with this energetic connection has come a lot of opening up to realizing that all of this is it's a gift we're giving ourselves. All of this Templar, Magdalene, channeling, music, all of it is a beautiful gift that we're creating for ourselves as part of the wonder and the delight of this incredible divine human journey. And that's enough. It doesn't have to mean anything. It doesn't have to change the world. It doesn't have to lead to anything else. It's enough. This is more than enough to simply be in this energy together, to feel this love, feel this expansion, feel the joy and the wonder. And if something else comes, fantastic. If it brings gifts in other areas, wonderful. And it's enough just as it is. So thank you for being the gift that you are, and playing in this energy and unwrapping this gift together. Thank you so much. Hmm. Hmm. On Friday, it'll be thanks, Amy. On Friday, it will be Friday the 13th. And that date just shone out. Like, none of this was scripted. Like, it wasn't a strategic decision to come online for 2 weeks and bring these transmissions. It was just, there was so much energy. I couldn't not do it. And then I saw that after 2 weeks, we'll be finishing on Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th of October, 1307, is when the Templars were abolished in France. And they kind of went underground in France. In Portugal, they just carried on. They changed their name. They became the Knights of Christ, I think. And the King of Portugal, who was a Templar, wrote to the Pope saying, "Oh yeah, we got rid of the Templars, and I just created this other order called the Knights of Christ. Just and so let's carry on. So Friday the 13th has an energy to it, and I don't know if you had that growing up, but it was like Friday the 13th, it's special. So I had to keep going till Friday. When the Templars were abolished, it was said that they would go underground for 650 years. Well, that 650 years ended, well, let's think, 1957. So a little while ago, but not too far. And I've just been reading a bit about how at that time the Templars people started to form groups around this Templar energy. So I'm sharing this, I think, just like for a bit of fun. It's like this energy that we feel. There's this other dimension that I feel of like our ancestors knew all about this time. And here we are, like we're getting to play in this incredible time, like we are the people we've been waiting for. We are the ones to bring it. Look at that, the light just changed on my camera. Awesome. So thank you for your presence here and playing in this light together. It's like this great cosmic unfolding that I'm just so excited to be part of and to share. You know, yeah, it's just so fun. So, right, enough nattering. I'll do a bit of playing and then we'll see who's here today for us. I'll just check I've got the right audio setting. Here we go. Bonjour, chers amis. Welcome, dear friends. How delighted we are to be with you today. Our dear friend Olivier here spoke of the Templars in France. And indeed, he has ancestors in France who are part of that time of anchoring and seeding the energies of the living resurrection in France and throughout Europe and into the rest of the world. For ours was a global community. Long before the technology to instantly connect in voice and speech as you do here, there was a global web, a connection beyond time and space, so that when we as Templars sailed to the New World and met with our indigenous brothers and sisters, we met in that frequency. We knew and recognized each other. And we could share from a place of shared humanity, common divinity, a unity, And indeed, this energy was then subdued is not really the right word, laid low, passed into the secret societies, the societies with secrets. The transmission was held by those who showed that they were able to carry the transmission and honor it and be true to it. And now is the time of the great awakening. These energies are now coming into a frequency that can be shared and felt by all those who wish to be part of this great expansion of love that the how to say great awakening of consciousness that your planet is experiencing now. This wave of consciousness, this great expansion, it is known throughout the universe. Feel that for a moment. The wave of energy that you are experiencing, felt throughout the universe. For this planet, Earth, it was not a sure bet that you would pass that critical moment, the winter solstice of 2012, December 21. And you have, and you did. As a collective, as divine humans, your light was strong enough to move you through all of the potentials of destruction. And now the light is here. So just as in the northern hemisphere you can see those plants that grow from bulbs, the snowdrops and the daffodils, reaching out into the light after that period of being buried in the soil, so it is with a great awakening of humanity and divine humanity here on this beautiful planet. Thank you. Thank you for the light that you bring. Thank you for listening to the call in your heart, the love and the joy that you knew was here for you, is here for you now. Thank you for your presence in the light is allowing this great expansion, bringing such momentum. Oh yes, such love and joy and wonder. Yes. So we hold this field open, and if you wish to speak or write a question or a request, then please feel free to do so. Please, Heather, yes.
I was looking for snowdrops a couple of days ago, and we have little shoots are starting. Um, Probably, I'm going to look Sunday to see if any of them are blooming. But we're having winter on and off here, so it's crazy. But I didn't realize, well, I didn't know much of anything about you all, the Templars, but I have Scottish, Irish, English ancestors, and I've been doing genealogy to try and learn more. But I have a great grandfather that was friends with the native peoples in Illinois territory. Anyway, he got in trouble because he was friends with the natives and he tipped them off that the army was going to take their sacred spot, take their land over. And he tipped them off, and because of that, he got stabbed and died of pulmonary TB in Chicago like 1905. But the stories that got told were that he was a traitor and blah, blah, blah. But I know he was an awesome ancestor, but I don't know much about him. So this is sort of helping me. I didn't realize, when the Templars came over, where they would have interacted, but it sounds like these things are all connected somehow.
Indeed, indeed. You speak of your great grandfather. It was not the first time that he chose a lifetime where he was able to be a bridge from one culture to another. He has this energy of connecting. And it was very much a lifetime dedicated to being of service, and very much knowing the truth of who he was, and knowing that he was able to be of not just of service, but also in the way that he aligned his energies with the indigenous people of Illinois, able to continue the transmission, to ensure that the transmission of love and light that the indigenous people hold would survive. It would survive until the moment where it could be shared and opened up as it is now. So yes, your great grandfather, a beautiful energy, a divine spirit. And we honor him. We honor him for the sacrifice that he made, knowing that the light would continue, and the light that he is continues today. It is here with us in this moment as we speak of him. Thank you for bringing his energy. Thank you for speaking of this beautiful man. Thank you. Is there anyone else who would like to speak in this moment?
just thank you. This has been such a wonderful way to start my day every day. Just bathing in this energy. It's so lovely.
Thank you for bringing your voice, dear one. Thank you for anchoring this light. The journey of the Templars is very much the journey of the country that you know of as the United States of America. For the founding fathers were all Templars. So it is fitting that you bring your greeting and your gratitude, not only from the United States, but also from the West Coast. The West, the direction, is traditionally associated with the departed souls, those who have passed on, our ancestors. And our ancestors bring us so much. Who are our ancestors? We are our ancestors. This is us. No separation. No distinction between the ones who are embodied and the ones who are in the non-physical, all together in this beautiful resurrection, this beautiful awakening. And the resurrection and the awakening are not this great historical period. This moment is the awakening. This moment is the resurrection. Here now. All of us, embodied and non-physical, together in the light of love. Thank you for your presence, dear one. Thank you for the light that you are. Thank you. Is there anyone else who would like to speak? Emily asks, can you tell us more about the Magdalens? Thank you. The Divine Feminine. There is a deep cosmology which speaks of the unity of consciousness of the Creator coming into duality in order that it can experience itself. And sometimes we label this masculine and feminine. Sometimes we call it light and dark. All of these terms are ways of understanding the duality that comes back to the unity that allows the Creator to experience itself. The Magdalens, courageous, loving women this is what we associate the divine feminine as expressed through the Magdalens. There is a seed of light that the Magdalens transmit. They transmit it through the children that they bear. They transmit it through their presence. So there is a lineage of those who have held the energy of the divine feminine through the generations. And there is a spiritual lineage, you may call it, of those who have connected to the divine feminine, honored this energy of loving creation. And for a long time in Earth's history, the Magdalens held the divine feminine, the Templars and others held the divine masculine transmission. Now is the time of the coming together. The masculine and feminine coming together in love, in light, for pure creation. Pure creation here in this moment. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you for embodying and living these divine, loving energies of pure creation. Thank you. So, dear ones, thank you for your presence here. Thank you for your questions, your voice. Is there anyone else who would like to speak today?
Jessica would.
Please, dear.
I don't know if I can be heard.
It is faint.
Oh, just a moment. Can you hear me now?
Much clearer, thank you.
I don't have a specific question, but if there's any message that would like to come through, I'd be very delighted to hear it.
Thank you, dear one. We have spoken before about ancestors, and you have spoken to this one, Olivier, about the ancestors that you carry with you. The land of Ireland is a chosen land, chosen on many levels, chosen by those who live there now, embodied, chosen by the nature spirits, chosen by beings on many, many different levels and dimensions and densities. It is a land so rich, and this expresses itself in the beautiful cultures of your land. The song, the dance, the stories, the craft, the objects that are created. Thank you for all that you embody in your very beingness. You have chosen to carry this energy to other lands and into other groups to share who you are, to shine your light to others. And it is a wonderful gift and a marvelous gift, a glorious gift. The monks who illuminated the scrolls in the sacred texts centuries ago, the illuminations spoke to those who read those scripts as much as the words themselves. Works of great art, for art is the expression of our divinity brought into form. Your life is a work of art, dear one. You express your divinity so beautifully. Thank you for the masterpiece that you are. And this is for all of us to know. Our presence is a masterpiece. A masterpiece. Un chef-d'œuvre, as is said in French. And the works of the master show the mastery within. And this is not mastery over. This is mastery of life, of presence. This full, embodied, loving presence. Thank you, Jessica, for your embodied presence. And thank you, all of you, for bringing the embodiment of love here into this moment. We are deeply grateful to you. Thank you for listening and being open. You are the reason that this wave of consciousness is here and alive. Thank you. Thank you. And so, dear ones, we come to a close of this moment, of this sharing. But our energy is always alive and connected. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your light and your love. Thank you. And so it is. Thank you so much. Michelle, thank you for your message there. Wow, how beautiful. Okay, I'm going to surf this wave of love to the next part of my day. Thank you so much, beautiful beings. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. So much love. Bye-bye.